Good afternoon and welcome back. Today I'm in Bali still. It's been about a month and a half I've been here between Lombok, Ubud and the Gili Islands, and I'm flying out to Morocco today. I'm really excited, but it's going to be about 30 to 35 hours in transit, 4 flights. Luckily, with the points I had through United, I got business class, which I should be able to relax a little bit, but still, 35 hours is 35 hours in and out of airports. It's a little after 1 and I've just arrived at the airport here in Bali, but my flight isn't until about 5 o'clock tonight, which means I'm here a lot earlier than I expected. I thought it would take about an hour from the hostel, but the driver arrived a little bit early and there was hardly any traffic, which is pretty unusual for Bali. So I'm gonna mill around a little bit, maybe grab a coffee and spend the last $14 equivalent in rupiah that I have, just kind of sitting around for a while. Hi. Let's see here. Business class?
Yeah.
Alright, just checked in for all 4 flights, and this is the official start to about 35 hours in the air and in airport, so wish me good luck. See ya. So actually a little bit unexpected to me, I got a lounge pass, so I just had some fruit, a little bit of fried rice and a gyoza. Also got some water bottles and a ginger ale for the flight because I don't know when they start serving, but I can't wait. So what I'm just noticing right now that I've checked in, the flight is actually a double-deck 747, which I don't believe I've ever been on, and my ticket says that I will be in the top level. Hello. Right here. I've never actually flown business class this many times. I've only done it to Easter Island and back. Had to spend 100,000 points and about $100 through United MilesPlus, but I think it's going to be really comfortable for the 30 hours I'm in flight. Well, due to some sort of technical difficulty, we have to stay here for another hour and a half while they fix something. And they've given us the option to disembark and go back into the airport, but I'm choosing not to simply because of the fact I have nothing to do.
Your attention is fixed now, and we need only 20 minutes for start the engine. Thank you for your attention.
Never mind exactly what I just said. No more hour and a half, only 20 minutes, and we get to stay on the plane. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, it's okay.
5D. First up.
Thank you. As if the flight from Bali hadn't been nice enough, my 11.5-hour flight on Austrian Airlines was the best flight experience I've had up until or since. The seat was roomy and comfortable, even before laying completely flat to sleep. The selection of food on the menu was amazing, and the chef even came around to each passenger individually to take their specific order instructions. Over those 11 hours that I slept or watched movies in relative luxury, we passed over India, Iran in the Middle East, Anatolia and the states formerly of Yugoslavia, before awakening to breakfast over Central Europe. Thank you very much. So finally, after about 26 hours, I have made it to only Istanbul. I still have a 5-hour flight from Istanbul to Marrakesh. All of my flights have been delayed a little bit, so I'm actually pretty lucky that I actually made it here, which nobody is really around me right now. It's a pretty empty airport because it's very early in the morning for them, but it also feels like the middle of the night for me because I'm still getting used to moving about 8 hours in time change. Just have to say that over the last 20 minutes to a half an hour of running through the airport to try to find my gate, Istanbul's airport is really nice. I've been to Istanbul before, but I didn't see this part of the airport. It must be new. So the reason I'm so excited even after all these hours of travel is because Morocco is going to be my first African country. It's been almost 4 years of travel and I've never gotten to Africa. I've gotten really close in the past, but never quite made it. So this time I'm going to be spending an entire month in Morocco and then probably a week or so in Portugal before I head off to the States again. This just happens to be the second flight in a row that nobody has been sharing this row with me here in business. As the northern coast of Africa came into view, my heart rate did quicken for a little bit in anticipation. Other than my first few nights' accommodation, I hadn't made any concrete plans. For all intents and purposes, for the next month or so, I would be winging it. Alright, well after all that time, it is 1:45 in the afternoon here and I'm about to start my day in Marrakesh. I do have a driver taking me to my riad here, but probably it'll take me about an hour to get through customs. Arriving in Morocco was exciting, not only because I had finally taken my first step onto the African continent, or that by doing so, I had officially touched down on 6 out of 7 of Earth's major land masses, but mainly because I'd be exploring a country unlike what had come before. A modern Islamic society ruled by a king who claims descent from the Prophet Muhammad, with an amazingly diverse landscape, home to inhospitable deserts, crowded thriving markets, amazing coastal views, snow-peaked mountains, and a tradition of storytelling. Coming up, I start by getting acquainted with my new surroundings while waiting for my bags to arrive, by exploring the souks of Marrakesh's Medina before heading east to the Sahara to get a history lesson and camp in the desert with the Berbers. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and think I deserve your subscription, please click the subscribe button below, along with the bell icon to be notified of all my new videos. This video has not been sponsored, but I'll leave a link in the description below to my website and my Teespring page. So if you'd like to go over there and check out some of the designs that I put on t-shirts and sweatshirts, feel free to go check those out and help support the channel. Thanks again for watching this video and never stop adventuring.